Well gone. I'm waiting on you. That's a change. You got me waiting on you, gang gang. I was about to go. I was about to go to Taurus. About to go bloop. Very impatient. Virgo. Got a message for you. You're here. So am I. I was the first. Well, I wasn't the first one. We got a message. We got a message. Happy New Year's, Virgo. Thank you for that. As we usher in the new year, I'm sure it's a full moon in Capricorn. Welcome, gang gang. Right. Let's start. Let's get this done. We're going to go straight into the reading. Straight, straight, straight. So if you snooze, you will lose. You won't hear it. You'll miss it. Thank you, Rosalind. Thank you, gang gang. Welcome in Virgo in your chart. Cross watcher, divinely guided. I have a quick message for you. Who was that? Blue Lotus. I love you too, gang gang. Happy New Year. Thank you for your loyalty and your seed. 3 months you've been with me. Thank you. Blue Lotus. Thank you. Welcome, welcome. So we have a new moon in Capricorn, and it's coming in on January the 2nd. A time for activation, for action. So you've been called to action. You've been activated, whether it's spiritually, because this is a spiritual reading for Virgo today. And it's all those twos. January the 2nd, 2022. So I'm gonna mark this reading for the new moon in Capricorn, which is on the 2nd of the 1st, 2022. A couple of messages. As far as I understand, Capricorn, it's about looking to the future. Looking further ahead. Really taking the constraints and the limits that you've placed on yourself. Cosmic Courtney. I got 2 cards. One was the Virgo card, the Hermit. It is the Hermit card. It speaks about Virgo spending a lot of time alone to themselves, not really mixing with a lot of people. You're getting to know your own energy, you're saving your own energy, you're doing a lot of things in secret. So if you're anything like me, you're doing a lot more, but you're saying less. A lot of you have started to write, create something artistic. So I see Virgo's artistic side coming out. Also your intuitive side. I see Pisces as well. So very much high priestess energy here, where I feel like you're in tune with God, with source, with the divine, with something higher than yourselves. Much like my all signs reading. You've been spending a lot of time creating this connection, solidifying it, making it stronger. So I see a lot of Virgos by themselves. Some of you have been praying, manifesting for your burdens, your weights, your financial, your emotional, your mental ones to be lifted off your shoulders. And I see exactly that happening. I see weights coming off. I see you praying this off of your shoulders. You surrendering to the divine, trusting in God, trusting in yourselves, trusting in your intuition, surrendering. And these weights being lifted off because these was never yours to carry. But because you're Virgo, because we're Virgos, we try to carry these things. So there's some Virgos that have come to a stage of enlightenment where you've realized that you can't do this all by yourselves. I see a lot of you now, your faith is getting stronger. You might not have no friends though, because I see you by yourself. I see you Virgo alone, but very much surrounded by source, by spirit, by ancestors. I see problems coming off your shoulders, weights being removed, financial burdens being lifted, being cancelled. So I see whatever Virgo's worrying about, you're praying it away, you're manifesting it, and it's working. It's going to work. So I see faith much stronger than ever amongst the Virgos. You've discovered some secret knowledge. You are trusting your intuition with this Virgo card. It's all about trusting this connection with source, with spirit. Some of you are tarot readers, or you could be able, or you give messages some different type of way, or you get messages. Some of you are singers, songwriters. You write lyrics, you write raps, you write poetry. You're very artistic and articulate, very charismatic. I see spiritual guru, the Taurus energy. Some of you have Taurus in your chart. Very artistic. You are protected by God the Most High here. Literally, weights are being removed. I see chains and strongholds being pulled down. So you are literally a chain breaker here. You are the one in your family that is breaking some chains, removing some strongholds that have been holding you and your generations back for years. Literally, you are breaking a mold. The mold was broken when you was made. Third eye is opened, so you're very much in tune. And that comes to my next card. It came out on the earlier reading. Virgo is very much in tuned and attuned to God, to Spirit, to the Most High, to Source, to their Creator, whoever you call your Creator here. But you're very much in tuned. I can't tell you nothing. You already know. I'm just confirming what you need to confirm, and you leave the rest. Very spiritual beings. A lot of you are going to be spiritual teachers, spiritual gurus, tarot readers here. Something that makes you be the one that stands in the gap between heaven and earth. Because I see a lot of you are gatekeepers. You stand in the gap. So you might be feeling in between worlds, very left out in this world, but not of this world. Very much on the sidelines. Because you're seeing everything with spiritual eyes. So you're not seeing what everyone's seeing. You're not experiencing the world the way everyone else is experiencing it right now. This is like a spiritual awakening to yourselves and to God and to the whole universe around you. So it's a reshaping and a reforming of your entire world, inside and out. Inside and out. I see internally you're shifting some things and changing it, and externally it's matching the same vibration. It's matching the same vibration. So I really see you doing a lot of deep inner work, spiritual work, getting yourselves in alignment here. Spending a lot of time alone. You don't even want company. You're not trying to mix your energies here. You're really mastering your craft, your spirituality. You're getting deep in it. You're learning more. Throat chakra. So some of you are going to be using your voice, speakers, teachers, singers, spoken word, whatever you do. There's a lot of attack on your voice, a lot of attack on your craft, on your business, on your channel, on your channel, on your page. You will find that your growth is being stunted, maybe by YouTube, by Insta, by outside forces, people trying to stunt your growth and disrupt something. So it is staying prayed up at all times, staying prayed up, but you're very much prayed up and protected here. All the time. All the time, all the time, all the time. You're in the middle of a song. The next one, it came out earlier on, that Pisces energy. I told you, that is your intuition. That is your crown chakra. Very much in touch. Listen, High Priestess mode. It came out again. The new moon in Pisces is really the energy, is what's happening with Virgo. It says you are attuned to the divine. You are attuned to the divine. So you are in sync with the divine. You are on the same wavelength, the same frequency. You're literally God's body on the earth at this time. A lot of you are channelers, a conduit. Spirit forces flow through you. Like literally, every day you get up and you do God's work, you do good work. It says you, Virgo, have the opportunity to slip into the flow of life now. These people are so annoying, but let's get them out. There you go. Got him, gang. Got him, got him, got him. Thank you, Rosalind. So I told you, Virgo, target, okay? Very much a target. Target for disruption. People's trying to just really disrupt things, attack. A lot of things are happening. So you have the opportunity to slip into the flow of life now. When that happens, you want what is happening, and what is happening is what you want. Your manifesting is working perfectly, Virgo. Just make sure that you stay attuned to your higher self, and you will be well on your way to feeling blissfully happy and in tune with your dreams. Meditation. And that's what you see is a form of what she's doing. Even just spending time alone, quietly meditating on something, on the word, on the Bible, on the Quran. Some of you are reading holy scriptures. You're meditating on texts and ancient texts things, you're meditating on this, and you're getting clear insight on things that you didn't have before. So meditation is the best way for you to connect with your higher self. So practice it. If you know how, or you want to try to learn, you can try it online on YouTube. This card is a good sign for matters related to your spirituality, contacting other realms. So I told you, a lot of you have been contacting other realms, ascended masters, the ethers. You've been tapping in to Akashic record knowledge. You've been in those libraries, gang. I've been listening to some of you lot. You've been in those libraries, and a lot of you have been in touch with your ancestors. A lot of you. So you have been in contact with other realms, whether it's in your sleep or your waking moments. Some of you travel to other realms. Taking some time out to deal with your fears. And that's what I see a lot of you doing. Overcoming your fears of poverty, of doubt, of self-deprecation. Talking yourselves out all of your dreams and your goals. I just see a lot of self. I'm going to deal with me. I'm going to take myself away from these energies, and I'm just going to sort myself out. So I see Virgos realize they can't change people. They can't change what happens. They can't control the outcomes, but they can change themselves. So a lot of you have been dealing with yourself. No problem. Dealing with yourself here. There's a lot of spirituality in the building, a lot of spirituality in the chat, where people are very spiritual, very religious, very serious about it. Very serious about what they're doing, what they believe in. So can you tap the like button? It says the more that you can believe that all is well, the more, Virgo, it is going to be well for you. So the more that you can declare to yourself and affirm every day, because that's what I see. You are retraining your brain. You are retraining your internal, because you worry too much. You self-sabotage too much. There were some negative thoughts and some negative thinkings and the way you spoke to yourself or about yourself. So I see a lot of this positive affirming that you're doing to yourself. So it says the more that you can believe it, is the more that all will be well for you. So I see Virgo spending a lot more time with themselves, working on confidence. I see the building of confidence, the building of a craft, the building yourselves back up after being broken down, whether it was spiritually, emotionally, psychologically, or even mentally, or it even could be physically. Learning new things, opening yourselves up to new experiences here. So it says, when you need it, call in Archangel Sandalphon, who slips between the worlds. I told you, you're in between. And Sandalphon slips between the worlds and the next, slipping in between the worlds where you are. Calling the energy of planet Neptune, which guides Pisces at this time. It says your conscious dreams are creating your reality. So be very conscious, because you are creating, whether it's negative or positive. What you put out is surely coming back to you, and sometimes multiplied. Sometimes multiplied. So the energy is there. The energy is there. Let's see what's going on. I saw the heart card. So a lot of repairing that heart chakra of yours. Heart was broken, whether it was recently or it always has been, and you just really doing that deep work right now to really repair it. Because some of you have been reopening old wounds. What does Virgo need to know? So working with the heart chakra, some of you are really looking for love right now. You're ready for love. Not feeling loved either. I think the holiday time sort of highlighted that fact of no love, not feeling loved, feeling abandoned by some people or a person. even feeling let down by yourself. So I feel a lot of things were highlighted, hence why you're alone. Really just trying to sort yourselves out emotionally, psychologically, and very much spiritually. Because I feel like for some people there could have been a loss of faith, and someone's rebuilding this connection, reconnecting 2121. But someone is reconnecting back with God, with source. They lost their faith. Something happened. Their heart was broken. They lost someone to death, to life, to murder, to suicide. Something happened to shake a foundation. And someone is just rebuilding this back with God, with source. Oh my God. I told you it dropped on the floor. This was on the earlier reading. Virgo, go and watch it. That reading must have your name all over it. Material and spiritual prosperity. I love the way that it came with this one, because it involved spiritual prosperity, because this is what it really is about. The finance just is attached, because whatever is internal is going to match your external. So I see internally the balance, the harmony, the wellness of mind, body, and soul. And your external is going to match that vibration. I told you, frequency of God. So a lot of you are on this fool's journey, where that zero is really you. A spiritual resurrection, a spiritual rebirth, a spiritual awakening. Awakening to yourself and your gifts and the knowledge that you actually have. And some of you are going to utilize it in such a way that it's going to bring in material and spiritual prosperity, which is a legacy, which is wealth, which is a lot of wealth. We're going to read these cards for you. The Six of Wands is a lot of wealth, gang. And some of you are building financial and generational wealth here. You're very serious about what you're doing. You're trusting in God. I'm telling you, it's the same reading that I done for all signs. What was it called? I just done it as well. I can't remember what it was. Stepping into purpose. The world is at your feet. So some Virgos are getting ready to step into purpose, or you have stepped into purpose. And the world is opening up for you. It's opening up. This card is the number 6. It represents a peaceful and a tranquil time when your problems, Virgo, are going to disappear. A sudden bonus, a pay rise, or even a promotion. Could even be inheritance. Could be in for the offering. It could be expected or out of the blue. It also speaks about group work, working towards a common goal and being very successful at it. It's a time of prosperity, of balance and harmony in your physical, material, and spiritual existence. It's showing that you practice giving and receiving, Virgo. You know how to give, even though you might not always receive it. And this is going to bring you riches, riches. So it says that you've been looking into your life to see where you can spread spiritual and physical wealth. This is what Virgo has been doing, seeing where they can help, where they can fill a gap in the market. It's asking, is there someone that you could favor today? A charity, show an act of kindness. Because if you practice kindness, generosity, and gratitude, and compassion, so that you prosper in all areas of your life. So a lot of you are learning these valuable lessons, which are the laws of the universe, which I see you reading, you learning, you living your life by. So I believe that you have the laws of the universe. I believe that you have got you're going by some ancient holy scriptures or texts. Literally, a lot of you are being governed by this. It supersedes what's happening now in society. So that's why you're feeling left out, because you're not feeding into the norms. You're not part of the norms. Matter of fact, you've been taken out of society here. You've unplugged yourself from the matrix. So this is where you've been unplugged. So I see a lot of you unplugged from the matrix. Some of you have come on social media at a time. You might come off, go back on. I see a lot of spending time alone. Some of you have gone into hibernation. You aren't letting no one around you other than your immediate family. So yeah, let's get a couple more. And I'm going to get ready to go to Taurus. What does Virgo need to know? I just see Virgo really thinking on a deep level, on a deeper level. Very much deep thinkers, very analytical, trying to dissect some things, work some things out, make sure that you don't do something again. Some things do not happen again, don't repeat in your life. Like, I'm not going to be broke again. I'm not going to be with that broken person again. You're making goals and you're keeping yourselves to them. I see a lot of things happening. Virgo is in planning stages in their mind. And a lot of you are writing things down. I see a lot of writing. I see a lot of creating. So a lot of you are writing poetry here, writing songs, writing verses. You might even be creating content for TikTok, like those skits. You've got a lot of sayings, a lot of lines to say. But I definitely see people channeling messages. So I see a lot of you know how to channel messages. Some of you know how to speak the tongues of the ancient ancestors. Some of you are speaking in tongues to the ancestors here. Some of you are in the church. You're very religious, but you're also spiritual. So that's the Bible you're reading, but you're also reading tarot. So some of you are tarot readers like me, but you also read the Bible. So I see religion and spirituality crossing over. So I see a lot of that as well. And with the Taurus card, some of you are breaking down your religious beliefs and building up a whole new one. A whole new one. Something that entails all of it or some of it or part of it, whatever this is. It's very much a shake-up of your spiritual beliefs here and your religious beliefs and a meshing. Like I said, you're not following norms. You're not following what people say you should do, how people say you should feel, how people say you should receive a message or give a message. You're not. How you should dress, how you should love. You're not. I said the mold was broken when you was created, some of you. There's no one like you. You're one of a kind, some of you. Like I said, you're a visionary. Stand your ground. Stand your ground, gang, gang. 2022 is a time of that 7, again, introspection. Yeah, so I see a lot of you standing for what you believe in. Not backing down. I told you. They broke the mold when they made you. So I see a lot of Virgos standing up for what they believe in. No longer being a people pleaser. No longer being the one that everyone shits on. You're standing up. And you're not backing down. So I see a lot of courage. A lot of confidence. I see the solar plexus chakra. So I see a lot of you in connection with God and divine. That courage that you have is inner. It's spiritual. It's not about that strength. It's about the inner strength that I'm seeing displayed. I can also see an eclipse. So I see a lot of power for the sun and the moon. So I see a balancing and harmonizing, just like all signs. A balancing of those energies, because there's 2 of them there. There is the sun and the moon, and they're eclipsing at this time. I see a lot of power though, where you've got the staff in your hand. So illumination of your powers here. The more time that you're spending alone, the more that your powers are being illuminated. You're seeing more and more your gifts come through. You're mastering it. I see a lot of you standing your ground against family and friends. Some of them don't understand what you do. Some people think that you're crazy for doing what you're doing or doing what you've done. But they said you made the right choice. You've made the right choice. Whatever you've done, you've made the right choice. Okay? All I can hear is that song. They think you're crazy. Some people think you're crazy. But don't worry. It says stand your ground, Virgo. Stand your ground. You are doing the right thing. You're on the right track. You could be in a legal battle right now, and you might think you're going to lose. You're not going to lose. Something's going to turn around. Stand your ground. Some of you are in spiritual warfare. Don't back down. Don't allow fear to creep in right now. This is spiritual strength. So some of you are in a spiritual warfare. This is about standing up, not letting the fear dictate. Don't feed the fear. Because for some of you, this is an internal battle, very much internal. You've got to stand up to your fears. You've got to stand up to your fears. Some of you, that's what you're doing right now. Your insecurities. Your not enoughness. All of the excuses that we tell ourselves that we're not good enough at. Why we're not good enough at. So I see you standing up to you. To you. To the person that's been holding you back for the longest time. So I really see a lot of Virgos standing up to themselves, to their alter ego, to that self-sabotaging person that you know we all have, that talks us out of everything. Here comes another one. Like I said, a lot of sabotaging spirits here. And here comes another one. Imagine that. I told you, Virgo, you're going to be targeted. And I'm glad that they showed that I'm right. Virgo in 3 of my charts, okay? So, very much so. Very much a deep thinker. It says you're very much a deep thinker. Virgo's on some deep-ish. Very much deep. You're not saying much. You're doing a lot more, though. You're writing a lot of things down. You're keeping a lot of things to yourself. You're very much trusting your intuition. So if your intuition says that that person said that, then you know this person said that. And you're making mental notes. You're making mental notes of this. So very much, oh my God. And yet, Virgo, I told you the reading was yours. Go watch it. The All Signs is your reading. I swear down, I can't believe it. You're stepping into purpose, Virgo. Taking the world by storm. The world is at your feet. At your feet. When I was doing that reading, I knew it. I knew it and I knew it. I had a feeling. It had that Virgo energy here. Some of you taking the world by storm, gang. I told you, you're holding a lot of power. 2022. A lot of power is being afforded to you. A lot of you are answering the call. Closing some doors so some new ones can open. You're starting a spiritual journey here. And you don't even know where it's going to take you. It's going to take you all around the world. It's going to make some of you very, very successful. Some of you didn't even know this was the path you were supposed to take. Like I said in the all-purpose, that's Jamaican, all-purpose seasoning. In the all signs reading, some of you thought you were supposed to be doctors, lawyers, or something else. Just to realize you're not. You're not. Your life has taken an unexpected turn. And you're heading down a path of spirituality. Because this is where you're called to be. So it says, your journey begins with the all-important first step. It is confirming, Virgo, that it's time for you to take a brave leap of faith. But be prepared as you do so. It represents great new adventure is waiting for you. A significant inner change is happening. An inner change. Told you. A significant inner change which is creating a significant external change. It's happening within you. It's a sign that your important choices are needed and are about to be made and should be carefully pondered. So I see you carefully thinking about your next moves. A lot of you are keeping it to yourselves. You are really making important decisions by yourself without anyone else. Life is constantly, it says, as you proceed with wisdom, with thought, and with care. Life is constantly nudging Virgo and moving you forward, pushing you forward. So you'll find that people, situations are just always getting on your nerves, pushing you, pushing your buttons. But this is God's way, universe's way to get you to move because you're too comfortable. So things are happening and it's making you irritable, it's making you comfortable, uncomfortable, where you was comfortable before in a relationship, in a job, in a situation. So adventure is calling you and life is always nudging you. But at times it can be daunting when you are faced with a new adventure or direction. It's calling for your inner belief and your inner courage as Virgo takes this leap of faith and steps into the unknown. During this time, do not be alarmed if you feel lost or even confused, because most people are afraid of change and they play it safe by staying where they are. So know that through your inner guidance, your own wisdom, and your own belief in yourself, and by tapping into these tools, your wisdom, your guidance, your beliefs, you, Virgo, are going to be propelled. And it was you I was talking about in the all signs. You are going to be propelled, dashed, bam, I'm going to dash you. God's just going to dash you. You're like, nothing's not happening. Watch, 2022, not normal for you. It's not normal for you. Because you're going to be propelled forward on a positive, life-changing. Your life's not going to be the same path. Get ready. Seat belts, get ready, because things are going to start moving very quickly. Do not conform. I just said it, but you're not. Don't conform. So when you get up there, don't start watering down your messages. Do not conform to what society or other individuals expect of you at this time. It's your adventure. During this time, be like an innocent child with fresh eyes and give yourself permission to live, to play, to love, and above all, to laugh, Virgo, to laugh. So I see a lot of happiness, a lot of laughter as you step into this unknown part of your life, this journey that is ahead of you, gang. It's looking good. It is looking very good. We're going to wind it down. Let's get a few tarot. And then I'm going to get ready for Taurus. Let's see what Virgo needs to know. Look at that, 39 minutes. I said it's going to be quick. Still long. What does Virgo need to know? 5 of Swords. Surrounded by backstabbers. A lot of people talking about us, spreading rumors. So yes, contention. People that don't like Virgo, but that's the truth though. It says that if everyone likes you, you're not living your authentic. You're not operating in your authenticity. So I see that yes, you're not for everyone. And some of you are surrounded by a lot of people that don't like you. A lot of people stab you in the back. Some, like me, are being gang stalked, because that's being gang stalked. That's being ganged up on some of you. So you have a gang of people, a group of people that are against you, that's talking about you, that's on your name. That could be doing some speaking spells here. I got a headache. So yeah, there's someone that's trying to draw your energy here. Someone's trying to steal your ideas. 5, a lot of confrontations, a lot of conflict. It also could be inner conflict as you're going through this spiritual battle inside of yourselves. You could be very conflicted about certain things that you've let go, things that's been said about you by certain members of your family and friends. So I see a lot of confliction as well inside. Wow. Love is coming, gang, gang. Shave up the pom-pom. I'm ready for this. Shave up the beards. It says, love is coming. This came out on the reading. Love is coming. Some of you are going to go on holiday and meet someone, and some of us might meet them and then go on holiday together. But I see spending a lot of time together. A lot of time together. This is unconditional love. You finding a romance, a love of a lifetime, building a life together. That's also twins, because that's 2 children. Some Virgos are going to get pregnant, have 2 children, have twins here. I see someone's going to get the news. You might have IVF. I see twins. Someone's having twins here. What do you need to know? Those stalks are twins here. They're carrying the news. It looks like it could be 2 girls there. What do you need to know? Wow, someone's going to be very, very wealthy. Someone's going to make a lot of money. The King of Pentacles. My God. So listen, someone's going to hear something and it's double abundance. Someone is getting a message about double abundance coming in here, and it's a lot of money coming in. Right, get ready. I put a message out today with the card, 8 of Wands. Someone is getting that message that you're going to be made very rich. It could be inheritance. It could be a lottery win. It could be money you don't know nothing about. It could be someone wanting to sign you, promote you, whatever it is. I just see stinking, filthy rich. You got tailored suits. You don't go to normal shops. So you're wearing tailored suits. Suits tailored to you. Food tailored to you. So you're very wealthy. You're affluent. A stinking rich is what you are. Virgo. What else does Virgo need to know? I'm done. There we go. That's inside and out. Can you see it? Internally and externally, your world is balanced and harmonized. And this is what brings in the energy of the sun, which is abundance. So I see total harmony and happiness inside. And the external world, 4141, is reflecting that right back at you. So I just see an abundance of peace, harmony, love and light. And this is reflected in material wealth, finances, physical health, mental health, psychological health. A lot of growth. The sun just brings out so much growth. I saw this card in that reading as well. Opening those doors, gang, gang. It's time to shut those doors on the limitations in your mind where you keep telling yourselves, I can't do this. This is that scarcity mindset. That's you sitting down on yourselves because you believe that you can't do something. You believe it's beyond your capabilities. It's beyond your scope of reach when it's actually within your reach. As long as you can believe it, you can achieve it. But it really is about the way that you're thinking, and it's about money. So it really is about this lack mindset, the lack of money, growing up with the lack of money. Now having to internalize that you can change it. That it's up to you to change it. So I feel like some people are going through this process and could be struggling with it. Understanding that they open doors in their mind. And it really is a scarcity mindset. It really is. Thank you, Cosmic Courtney. Told you. Open up those doors by overthinking and worrying and giving into the fear and the doubts. So I see a lot of Virgos giving into the worries, the what ifs, and the what ifs. You dissect something so much, it can create mental health. So I feel like some people are so alienated, they don't have someone to bounce ideas off. You might be driving yourself crazy. You could be driving yourself crazy as you go through this purge. I feel like you're going through a purge, a spiritual one, where you're purging yourself of all of these negative thoughts. You're learning to purge yourself. It's hard. You've grown up with all of these thoughts. It's hard to let them go. So I see someone dealing with their negative thinking, their negative mindset, even their mental health, even acknowledging that they have mental health when they didn't before. Some people are acknowledging it, speaking about it, speaking up about it, advocating for it. I feel like you're no longer being silent, because that was suffering in silence. And some of you are. You're very proud and you're suffering in silence right now. Cosmic. Thank you, gang gang. I can feel anxiety. So someone is suffering in silence right now. Very anxious, very depressed. You might get panic attacks. My chest is getting tight. You might even be asthmatic. But I just feel like very closed in, very claustrophobic. This person gets overwhelmed. Very overwhelmed because of what's going on in here. What's going on in here. And I feel like you need to really speak to someone, reach out, because you're having a meltdown by yourself. You're suffering in silence. My channel is opening up because we don't want no one suffering in silence, thinking that they have to do it all by themselves. You're at the beginning of your journey where you're learning to surrender all of these things. At the beginning, where the weight's lifted off your shoulder, the Taurus energy, you're there. Learning to surrender it, give it over. But right now, it's still a weight on your shoulders. It's still a lot on your mind. I still wrote your name, Cosmic Courtney. Thank you. PTSD and anxiety. Wow. I could feel it, gang. So your name's got to be on the check with me, okay? Be on the check together. Iron sharpeth iron. Right, we're going to wind it down. Thank you, Virgo. Thank you. Look, it's turning around for you. I told you, it won't always be like this. Recognitions and rewards, gang, gang. A lot of happiness, a lot of success is in your futures. I don't know how God's going to do it. I don't know how your ancestors are going to come in and do this thing. But it's happening in my life. And every day I am surprised how God is showing up and showing out. So if God can do it for me, it's turning around for you. The Wheel of Fortune says so. And it says you are going to experience this success. You are going to bask in the ambience of this success, of your creativity. Your creativity. So I told you, I still see you attaining your dreams. I still see happiness in the midst of adversity, because that is adversity. And you are in the middle of it, in the midst of it. Feeling in the world, but not of the world. Very much out of it, out of circles, out of family, out of whatever. You're very much alienated, but you got the Chariot, the same one. So escalation, that propelling energy, that fast energy. And ascension means new levels, going up. Also spiritually, mentally, physically, emotionally. I see a lot of wellness, a lot of alignment. Merkaba, gang gang. This is a fast-paced energy. So a lot of you have been really doing a lot of your spiritual practices lately, whether it's religious or spiritual. And it says this has helped you on your soul's journey. It says take your time with this to develop it and practice it. Do it regularly, because this is going to help you grow spiritually in power and grace. Anchoring your spiritual light within the body of your soul. Magic and rituals. So it speaks about you being very powerful right now. You're a very powerful manifester. Very powerful. You don't need to be hocus pocus. You don't need any of that. It's all about the mind. And that's why it's about controlling what goes on in this mind of yours. Because it either can heal, it can build, or it can destroy, it can kill. And so far, Virgo, some of you have been killing your dreams with your mind. You've been killing it. I did it. Some of you are doing it. So you're learning to retrain your mind, understanding that you have the power. Effect in your external world is being created through your inner practices and your inner world. So heart-centered rituals, praying, meditation, yoga can support your inner path in this physical world. Virgo, you are being encouraged to enhance your power because you're powerful. I'm telling you, with regular practice, as you grow in grace, love, ability, and wisdom, applying your inner beauty to transform your outer world. So stop trying to change things from the outside, because as we started it is how we're going to end it. Everything that's going to change for you is going to happen from within. I love you, Nova. It's going to happen from within, and it's going to change everything. We started with the Virgo card. I can't even find it, and I don't even care, because the message is very clear. Virgo, I see weights being lifted off your shoulders. I see chains being broken and strongholds being pulled down with the power of Virgo's faith and their mind and their intention, because that is the power of you. When Virgo gets themselves in alignment, in the right place, at the right time, powerful things happen, magical things happen. The gods come out for you. All you got to do is ask. Stop trying to solve all your problems by yourself. The song says, cast your burdens upon Jesus. You don't have to believe in Jesus, believe in anyone, but cast your burdens. Stop trying to carry them with you everywhere you go. I gave mine up a long time ago. My sons keep fighting. I gave it to God. There's some things that we can't fix as mothers, as women, as men, as dads. This is where you get on your knees and you pray, you meditate, and you give it to God. You give your children, you give your finances, you give your womb, you give your sperm, you give your life, you give your time, you give your energy, you give your resources. You give and then you will receive, guys. This is what Virgo is going through, learning really the law of the universe. And it's the one that matters. Because it's more than money. Because once you're spiritually attuned, everything else falls into place. It makes sense and it falls into place because you are in the right place at the right time doing the right thing. And the universe is going to reflect this back to you. So I just see Virgo really getting themselves into position. I'm really proud of you, Virgo. If no one's told you, very proud of the inner work that you have been doing over 2021. Very grueling. Virgo has spent a lot of time in hermit mode. A lot of time in and out of hermit mode. As there's a lot of signs, but Virgo a lot more. A lot more in hermit mode. Very much to themselves, in their thoughts. Dealing with their demons. Because I can hear, who is it? Mirror on the wall. Here I go again. Through my rise and fall, you've been my only friend. They tell me that I can't, but you tell me that I can. Mirror on the wall. You've been my only friend. I got tingles. Channeled message, gang. So I see that the mirror on the wall has been your only friend. It's been you. Virgo found the best friend in themselves. You lost a lot of people, but you found yourself, Virgo. That's the best thing. Because what does that thing say? A man gain the whole world and lose his soul. No, Virgo would rather lose the whole world and gain their soul. And that's what you've done. You near enough lost the whole world and gained your soul. Gained your spirituality. So that's what I see happening. That's what I see happening. That was really perfect. Thank you, Spirit. So a lot of you have been looking in the mirror on the wall, affirming to yourselves. I can see vision boards. So Virgo has been doing a lot of positive work with themselves. In alignment. Ow! And because we're in alignment, the floodgates are opened. The portals are opened. I told you, the planets are in alignment. We just need to be in alignment. So I see a lot of new beginnings, a lot of open doors, gang. I see you in alignment for love, for so much beautiful things. That divine masculine, divine feminine energy. Listen, it's a beautiful thing. This duality is beautiful. It's opening up some doors for you. I told you, there's a catapulting, a propelling energy. These energetic gateways, they're bringing this energy through. 2022, gang. Not normal for you. All right? Let's give you a goddess, and then we're gone. Thank you for staying. I give you an hour. I said short, long. 1 hour every time. Virgo always gets me. What does Virgo need to know, Spirit? We just can take one card, please. But I cannot control the message. But thank God, only one turned over. Oh my days. Celestial agreement. Listen, it could have been any card, but it had to be this card. None of those cards turned over. They're all on the other side. Just this one. This goddess, 41 is number 5. Changes are being ushered in. Look at the energy. You are the goat. What did I say on the all signs? I was speaking to the goat. You're ushering this energy of prosperity, of reaping a harvest, of reaping abundance. Look at the colorful coat. I see lots of Josephs. So you was betrayed by family and friends. They tried to bury you, but these people did not know they were burying a seed, God damn it. And I just see multiplication. You're growing. You're growing where you shouldn't have grown. You're supposed to be dead. Ooh. So that rainbow says abundance, prosperity, and blessings. And it's a promise from God. So there's some promises that's in the Bible. Biblical, gang. At the end of a rainbow is a pot of gold. Listen, I'm telling you, abundance is coming into your life. This is a divine inheritance. What belongs to God belongs to you. Why? Because you are a son and a daughter of God, of the Most High, and you are solidifying your union, your relationship with your Creator. No one can tell you nothing. You could be gay, straight, bisexual, whatever it is. You have your beliefs and you're sticking strong to it, and God loves you for who you are. Because I can see my beautiful LGBTQ community showing up in here, and they are also the GOAT. So I see a lot of prosperity here, a lot of people standing up about their sexuality. This is me, accept me. But I love God though, because you're still celestial. You're embodying this God, divine goddess energy. So your faith is being restored. You're building up a new belief, whether it's spiritual or religious or both. But I see a God, a goddess in human form. This is why you don't fit in. You never fit in. You are actually being activated. The God, the goddess within you is about to shine. 2022 is not normal for you. You're about to show up and show out. Some of you are about to show up and show out. This is Joseph, the boy with many colors. He was in line for inheritance, and he was favored by his dad. You had a lot of people jealous from you, family, friends, all your life. They've been trying to stop your shine for a long time because they could see the favor of God in your life. There is the goat here, and you are about to reap a lot of harvest. Let me just read the card and go. Let me get ready for Taurus, because I could just go on and on and on and on. She needs a channel right there. The number 41. Some people just go by what something means for them. I don't. I go by the energy. So it says, Ikusana is the healer of healers and the teacher of teachers. Do you understand the message now? So it's bigger than transformations. You're undergoing that anyway. You've been going through it the whole year, if not more than a year. It says, this is the healer of healers, the teacher of teachers. That's a creator, yours. Dwells in the foamy waters, but also known in the heavenlies as above, so below. Is celestial alignment. As above, so below. What's happening inside will happen outside. Internally and externally, as above, below. These are the dualities that we are working with. Virgo, your path, your natural path, is to be in alignment with your own divinity. Not with minds, not with the pastors, not with the guru over there, not with all these other societal beliefs and norms. No, it's for you to find what works for you. To be in alignment with your own divinity. To be in touch with who you call God, your creator. So it's for you to have your own relationship. If you was anything like me, you was going to church and having a relationship through the pastor. It's calling you out of a church. Calling you out of your head. You can still go to the church. But it's calling for you to have your personal relationship. Not to be dictated to. It speaks about you being the student. Gathering information. At school. In life. In the church. In the mosque, wherever it is, and then you synthesizing it and you becoming the teacher. So you're not staying at student level where some of these churches will keep you. They will keep you on the seats. This is about you being elevated out of the seats and you being put on the rostrum, you being put on the pews, you being put on center stage. It says, how do you want to feel? You think often about what you want, but goddess energy speaks to us in feelings. So how do you want to feel? Celestial alignment is about being in sync with the energetic feeling, the frequency of God. Everything that you desire is in that frequency, is in the God frequency. Match it with your feelings. Now that is God, goddess energy. So I'm seeing that Virgo is learning this art of matching this God, goddess energy. Because it says, Virgo, I am always being guided in the right direction. Celestial alignment, gang, gang. The beginning of your journey, you was the hermit, starting this spiritual process, learning how to come into alignment. At the end of it, you are in alignment for a lot of blessings, prosperity and happiness flowing to you, not away from you. Because for a lot of times, you've repelled stuff. But now you have an opposite energy. It's propelling it towards you. It's repelling you towards it. You repelled love. You repelled finances. They ran away from you. Now they're coming to you. So I see an energy of attracting and not chasing, which is the law of the universe. So yes, Virgo is learning the fundamental laws of the universe. We are learning how to manifest, how to attract and not chase. I love you, Virgo. This is your girl, the Virgo Tarot 2222. Virgo gang gang. 2022 is not going to be normal for you. Go and watch the All Signs. That has your name all over it. See you later. Take care.